Okay. My Friday today. Gotta go to work at 1 o'clock. Yeah, go to work at 1 o'clock today. Oh man, it's getting so busy at work. I'm never gonna get out of this overtime slump. The way the things are going, can be like this for like 2 months. I wouldn't be surprised if they extended all the way to October. And say, oh, by the way, then we're gonna get maybe a week off. And, oh, gotta go start working full time for 3 months straight. Hey, man, I have no life right now. Paycheck's gonna be great, but fuck, man. No time to do anything. Only time for work. Work and taking care of the house. Every single day. That's all I do. No time to do anything else. I just want to be done with this shit. I'm hoping it's all, honestly, I hope everything is done by September. The beginning of September. Everything is taken care of. I don't have to worry about shit. So it's time for a survey. Nice one. I like this one. This one's good. We Discover Pride. Clue's fun. Discover Pride. They're both good. Cute, support, teamwork. She's kind of worse. She doesn't really do a lot of teamwork, really. And she's pretty powerful. It's pretty good. Nine Hughes. I think I know what that is. That was pretty fun. Going Tails. That one's good. Conscience. A neutral. That was decent. I wrote it. Barber's is cute. They're both good. They're good. Nothing like spectacular. Not worth it. I don't like the pricing. Someone says. Yep. They're satisfied. It's definitely. I like it. Puzzle. Let's see. Oh, it's bad things. Monsters. Yeah, it's kind of. traversal's good. It's kind of, I mean, it looks the same. It doesn't look anything new. Exploration's cool. Amount of content was good. That's good. Social ocean surface. Maybe walls, cool. Open this level. Yeah, I didn't understand it. Yeah, I didn't know what those bubbles were for unless I didn't see the tutorial. Friendship level. Somewhat satisfying. I don't even use it. I don't use it. That's good. Good. Brush. It's almost perfect, not quite perfect. Characters' faces for good match. Yeah, that one's Barbara. Yeah, Barbara's. And see what it says, whatever. Fine. Thanks, everybody. Mysterious boot. Christmas still isn't activated. I'm expanding on this. This is pretty fun. What's up, Big Chill? How you doing, dude? Yeah, it's mostly done. I'm not 100% done yet. I gotta. We still haven't moved out of the house yet. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna finish up this weekend. That's cool. Probably wondering, like, you're looking for fighting games? Is that what you're looking for, dude? I haven't been playing any fighting games, unfortunately. Been staying away from Strive. Yeah, I saw, but don't really care. Not until a character comes out that I care about, then I'll jump back to it. But as of now, I'm avoiding it. And I've already seen people starting to get kind of fed up with the game. Like, people have been changing their opinions, realizing, hey, this game's kind of boring. I'm like, yeah. You guys took a while to explore, to acknowledge that. Realize it's not as great as people think it is. It's stale pretty quick. Like, it's stale. It got stale for me, like, probably one of the fastest people got. I got stale with it real fast. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, I was really trying, dude. I really was trying to play it. It's just I was not getting into it. Yeah, I've been paying attention to Melty Blood, like, a lot.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
But yeah, I've been paying attention a lot to it, so you know, there's actually two fighting games I'm excited about. So I don't know if you saw my well, I mean I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. I found out that you remember I don't know if you remember a game called Chaos Code. You remember that game by chance? Or I don't know if it rings a bell if you ever played it. It's on Steam, PS3. Yeah, it's well no, it was getting another game and then it got canceled last year. That made me really sad because the creator, his brother died. Well, the creator died and his brother took over, but his brother said he couldn't do it anymore because he missed his brother too much. A lot of mental anguish, and then they quit making the game. But then a year later, he just came out of the blue and it's like, "Hey, we're working on Chaos Code next. We're actually going to finish it." So I'm really happy to see that they're going to continue making the game. So they showed like the last update they had was in March about it, but they are working on it now. So I'm really happy. I really like Chaos Code. Chaos Code's really fun.
Have your drink. At least two more.
Oh, that was like super delayed hit.
Order guys. Stabilize.
Maybe this is just fate's dark design.
Crumble. Solidify. Stabilize. I will have order.
But yeah, I'm still happy though. I'm glad that he's gonna finish the game. I mean, it looked amazing. I don't know if you've seen like the latest trailer for it last year. I was like, dude, this looks dope. I was like, it looks really fun. So it gave me a lot of faith in anime fighters because Guilty Gear Strive was just my biggest letdown. You have no idea. Like my greatest love, just seeing it brought to shambles, man. It's just it's hard. It's hard for me to swallow, dude. It really is. I really, it's a really tough pill to swallow.
Where'd that come from? Shaken and stirred.
Order guides you.
Lights out. And stirred. Can't have your drink.
Crumble. This is order.
Who's Matt? Who's Matt? You talking about Matt Force? I thought that guy loved the game. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people that like I hear people say opinions about the game, and then I listen to the way they act, and they sound like they're just having a blast with it. And then I hear all of a sudden like, "Oh, I don't like the game." I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought you loved it. Why do you say you hate it? No, I don't know. It was just change of a heart all of a sudden because he sounded like he was like super into it. Because you guys look like you're playing it longer than I was, dude. I only put like 28 hours into it.
You can't run. Punishment.
I will have order. Gather.
Lights out. Look at me.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually shocked. I really thought Matt Force loved it, and I was like, because I see like escaping workforce and like everybody else just praising the shit out of it, and I'm just like, you guys really like it? Like, it's hard for me to believe that they're that into it. That's what I mean. Like, you say you don't like it, but you keep playing it. Like me, you've seen me drop it. I played it for 3 days. I dropped it after 3 days. I literally was like, I can't keep doing this. I'm not having fun.
Order guides you.
Punishment. Judgment. You can't run. Can't have your drink. Huh?
Have a little taste. The wrong test subject.
I don't know. I sometimes think people are just playing it just because everybody else is playing, and people are kind of like lying to themselves, like, "Oh no, it's a good game." Maybe it's just they listen to everybody else. And I'm slowly starting to see people start distancing themselves from the game. I mean, it didn't take very long. It took a month. But I'm starting to see it already. I'm already seeing, like, the decline in interest. I really am. So, it's like, yeah. I know that game's future's in jeopardy. They can deny it all they want. Like, yeah, your short-term sales, yeah, sure. They're great. Whatever. You got your 500,000 buyers. Sure. That's good for now. We'll see how long your game lasts. We'll see how long before it flops. And then nobody plays it. Yeah, I remember when it first started, it was like 30,000 people peak. Now it's only 8K. It's dropped a lot. They're gonna notice the decline in player base. They're gonna trust me. I'm sure Arc System Works is gonna see it. What's up, Lide? How you doing? Pretty sure Arc System Works gonna be like, oh shit, we're losing players. Like, yep. Are you surprised? I'm not. Most of your Guilty Gear players, they flew the coop. People like me. I flew the coop. I was gone when the getting was good. I always feel like I have this thing with things I know. I always feel like this game's shit. Like people look, how dare you? Like how you don't know anything, and then I look and it's like, hey, it's funny how I kind of predicted that it was gonna be shit. Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah, how you doing, Lide? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I mean, I see you in the chat, but you never say anything. I mean, not like I've been doing anything interesting. You're probably like, oh, he's playing Genshin again. I know that's probably why you guys don't come in here very often, because all you see me play is this game. I know you guys don't like this game. It's boring to you, so sorry. I would play something else if there was something I really wanted to play. I am in a fighting game mood. I'm just not going to play these fighting games. I'm just not going to. I want to, but I'm just not going to. Well, no, I'm just saying, I think a lot of people, that's probably why a lot of people don't watch me stream as much, because I don't play anything else but Genshin Impact. I'm pretty sure they get tired of seeing me play this game. But it's like, well, yeah, exactly. I know a lot of people don't like this game. I like the exploration factor, but yeah, the fact that there's a lack of content is why I get bored. I'm excited about the 2.0 update, but it just takes too long. The updates just take too long to come out. That's my biggest problem with this game. It's too slow in terms of updates. Love the game. Just wish the updates were faster. Honestly, I wish they would have waited another year to bring it out with more content. It would have been more. They could have had a couple more zones to launch at, because it's just there's only 2 zones in the game, so it gets repetitive. After you've done everything, it gets really repetitive. But yeah, I mean, I like to play other games though. Ow.
Right, I will have order. Order guide you.
Yeah, as far as like new games coming out, yeah, like I said, Melty Blood, New Chaos Code, uh, yeah, fighting game wise, just those two, and DNF Duel. But I don't know if DNF Duel is going to be good just because its arc system works, so it might be another Grand Blue Fantasy versus, and I'm going to hate it if it is. It's another Grand Blue, yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I'm already going to jump ship. I'm sick of the Street Fighter formula. Like, every fucking fighting game just being Street Fighter.
You can't rush.
Tired of fighting games taking that as a template. It's like, oh, people won't like it unless it's Street Fighter. Yeah, I mean, is there any games you guys are excited about? Or no? Are you guys looking for a specific genre of game? Or, I mean, I don't know what you guys feel right now. Anything you guys are excited about? Or any, like I said, any type of genre of game you're looking to play? Like I said, I'm in a fighting game mood. Well, Fate Unlimited Code is actually, I heard, a pretty good game. I don't know about Naruto. I don't particularly like Naruto games. But I do know Unlimited Code is an interesting game. We'll see. I mean, it could be good, it could be bad, we don't know.
Crumble.
Judgment.
Rise!
Yeah, we'll see how it is. I mean, if I don't know. When I was looking at the gameplay, I mean, it looks cool, but at the same time, it could just be another Grand Blue Fantasy versus a grounded Street Fighter game with very limited options. If the minute if it's those three things, you can count me out because we already know. Well, I know that fucking Grand Blue Fantasy versus is a piece of shit. That game is trash. Just another wannabe Street Fighter game. Just with anime waifus. Like, dude, keep anime fighters with anime fighters. You know, stop mixing it up with Street Fighter. Like, I just get sick of like seeing anime fighters become Street Fighter clones.
Add up.
You know, it's like what happened to Air Dashers? Like Air Dashers are like, in my opinion, they're dying. Air Dashers are no longer like a prevalent genre. It's just dying. That genre to me is losing its identity. So we're not gonna see like the crazy anime fighters like we used to, like, you know, Hokuto no Ken or Persona 4 Ultimax. We're not gonna see shit like that anymore. We're just gonna see just watered down Street Fighter clones. Because that's what 90% of the fighting game community seems to want. Or the developers think that they want. Because that's what makes money. God forbid we make a, you know, I like Air Dashers just because the option selects are much greater in those type of games. There's a lot more to them. But people find those too complicated, so we have to dumb it down to an oblivion so Street Fighter players can understand it. It's like, well, you know, it's good for them, not for us. You know, people actually want to play a deep anime fighter. We can't because the majority doesn't want us to, because they dictate the rules. Because they're the ones that make majority of the sales. So we don't matter, because we're just a bunch of losers, apparently. God forbid, you know, we have something different. God forbid we try to be different than everybody else and set ourselves apart from the rest. You know, don't do that. God forbid have an identity. You know, you gotta make sure we homogenize everything so it's nice and boring. Make sure everybody plays the same. Nobody's creative. Nobody, you know, stands out amongst the rest. Gotta make sure we all conform. Because variety and creativity are apparently dumb. It's bad. Remember, it's bad to be different. I almost think it's like a culture thing. Like, developers develop these games in mind with that hive mindset because they don't want people feeling left out because they're different. You know, boo-hoo, because you know, it doesn't conform to my standards, so it's different, so it's bad for me. It's like, Jesus, guys, there's nothing wrong with trying something new. It's not gonna kill you. And if you want to play your old shit, go play your old shit. Stop playing my shit. Stop ruining my shit. Go play your shit. You have your shit, I have my shit. Don't take away my shit. Street Fighter fans have everything they fucking possibly could want. They have enough. We're the minority that's getting everything taken away from us, and we have nothing. You know, I think we can have new stuff too. It's not like we have to stay and only play the old stuff. But the way they make games now, it makes you want to only play the old stuff. But then you get kind of bored with that because then you never do anything new. I like new fighting games. I like new stuff that actually tries to be different. But people are so afraid to be different because of failure. You know, what just happened just to make a good game, you know, and have faith in your product. I mean, honestly, I think Daisuke did not have faith in his product because he had to conform the gameplay down to a Street Fighter standard to get it to sell. He literally compromised the identity of the game to make sure it's sold, because the identity of the game and the gameplay weren't enough to sell it. Otherwise, Exert would have sold well, because Exert is a solid game. But nope, nobody buys that shit because, one, bad marketing. That's Arc System Works' fault. And two, it's too hard. I don't want to play it because it's too hard. Wah. It's too hard. Like, dude, it's just a game. Just learn it. If you really enjoy it, you'll learn. Enjoyment and passion fuel success. You will succeed.
Another test subject. That tingle?
Promise you that. You really love something, you're going to keep trying until you get it right. But we're in an age, I think it's just, if it's not immediate gratification, it must be bad. Which is shitty. Which is totally a lie. Totally a damn lie. I understand Daisuke wants to bring everybody together. He wants everybody to enjoy Guilty Gear, which is, I mean, I understand he means good intentions. But at the same time, some of the stuff he says sounds like it's I don't know if the word's counterintuitive, or it's conflicting. Like, you say one thing and then what you say doesn't line up with what your goal is. You know, we don't want people to have to study the game. And then you put in tutorials that make you study the, you know, there's some stuff that's confusing, what he says, and it's like, it's opposite of what he says. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you say that? Like, for example, like the hub was awful. And like, he talks about visibility, how you want things to be seen, but then he puts the hub looks awful, especially with the wrist gauge. He talks about visibility with the wrist gauge has no visibility. It's such a small pink bar that has no description on it. You don't know what the fuck it is. I'm like, guys, why don't you like make that look a little bit more visible instead of making it hidden? You want people to understand your game, don't hide shit. That didn't make any sense to me. And then, what else? The fucking counter hits. Like, what the fuck is up with that numbers and counter hit being so fucking big? Why does it take up to half the screen? Like, why? It looks terrible. It sometimes covers up like a lot of shit. It just looks bad. It looks lazy. It looks like I could have made that shit. For a professional company, it looks god awful. Like I said, I could have did a better job. And I'm no expert. Yeah, but there's also a lot of like he simplifies stuff and then he puts complicated stuff in it too, and I'm like, okay, this doesn't flow well. Like you put like the most complicated mechanic in the game is Roman cancels, which are definitely I would say the star of the show. They really like this Roman cancel system is gorgeous in that game. It's like, oh man, this took a step forward. And then everything else took a step back, like 2 steps back. So it's so counterintuitive. It's like, okay, you make this mechanic more complicated, but then you make everything else really piss easy, where the mechanic can't really be used very thoroughly. So it's the other mechanics are holding that mechanic back. So it's like, oh, but you can do this. But yeah, but you can't do much to begin with. So what does it matter if you can do all this complicated shit? You can't do much. So what does it even matter? What's up, Herkimer? How you doing? I have the staff from the rank 4 what do you call it? The prototype weapon. The one that's energy recharge, I believe. Or elemental skill, I think. No, elemental mastery. I think it's that one. Or if you use the elemental skill, it increases your damage for like 8%. Using that one. How you doing, Herkimer? Doing alright? But yeah, at least it's frustrating, man. It really is. I'm so frustrated with Strive. I really am. Because I don't have any other spears really to use. Everybody else is using them. I mean, yeah, I like the Spear of Homa, or whatever that would be amazing for her, but I don't have it. Yeah, same. I'm waiting to pull Ayaka. She's ready to pull. She's ready to be pulled. She's guaranteed. I'm like 25 pulls away from soft biddy. I want to pull on this banner for more Rosarios, but I'm scared to because I don't want to ruin my chance of getting Ayaka. Because if God forbid I pull a gold before the 75 mark, and I'm like, fuck! I'm gonna be like so mad. Because then at that point I'm like, well, shit. Now I'm gonna have to pull like 180 times to get Ayaka, and that's gonna piss me off. So I'd rather not take that chance. But yeah, Lide. It breaks my heart. So I love Guilty Gear so much, and it's like, I feel like they're taking my baby away from me. Like that's my baby, and you you defecated all over my game. You just literally took the biggest shit on it, and just ruined it for me. Like wow, I mean, I can see it in people that play the game. That's the thing. I can see it in other people that love the game. You could see like the joy is just gone. Like one of the guys I know, his name's Cover Fox Soul. Man, you can legit tell he's not happy. He plays it so short term, and he's like he's forcing himself to like it. I really do believe that. And it's like, and I know how passionate it is. Because when Exert came out, man, he was so passionate about it. Now I feel he treats this game like a joke. It's like a joke to him. He's just like, well, better make the best out of this joke. That's what it feels like when I see him play. Like he's just trying to make a good time out of a bad joke. And this sucks. Yeah, I hope so too. We'll see what happens, Rickamer. I don't know yet. There's gonna be a lot of goodies, and we're gonna get a lot of gems. I heard it's gonna be like 10,000 gems total or something for everything in the patch. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of gems. Because I'm probably gonna be using about 20,000 minimum. Minimum. I'm gonna try to at least. I'm gonna hope I get the 50-50 on a Yoimiya. Yeah, I hope so, man, because I would love to see Strive turn more into like Rev. I'm not saying I want a copy of Rev. I don't want Rev 3. I don't want another Rev. I just want a better Guilty Gear game. Like, give me a good Guilty Gear game. Like, that's what I want. Give me the freedom. Give me the expression. Give me the fun. You know what makes Guilty Gear so much fun? And I just feel like they just sucked the fun out of the game. They really did. It needs more. Yeah, it definitely needs more freedom. Guilty Gear was always about freedom. Was always about creative expression. And I just feel like they gutted it so hard. People say, "Oh, you still have freedom." I was like, "Nowhere near the amount. It is so limited on what you can do. It really is. Like the only thing that makes it kind of interesting is the Roman cancel. Without the Roman cancel, that game would be fucking boring as shit. It'd be so fucking boring. Personally, I hate the way it moves. Like it feels like sludge when you play it. When things like come out, everything feels like it weighs a ton. Even the fast characters feel slow.
What a nuisance.
Everything feels just weighty, unnecessarily heavy. And it just drives me nuts when I'm playing. I'm like, oh my god, why does Melia feel like she just feels slow? Like her movement is fast as shit, but her moves are slow. Like, why does she feel so slow? And sadly, that's the character I'm using. It's not even a main character. Because they butchered fucking Potemkin. Potemkin is so fucking boring now. Like, seriously, like, man. Potemkin used to have way more freedom than he does now. Now he's just, man, he is just boring grappler. He's so fucking boring. Like, I watch people play him, pro players play him, and it's so boring to watch. There's really no interest in watching, like the greatest Potemkin player, Fab. I'm sorry, he's boring to watch. Like, I'm like, wow, I remember when, I feel like telling him, I remember when Fab used to look cool when he fought. He did some crazy shit. Now, you're just boring to watch, man. Like, you're fucking white bread, man. Like, yeah, like, talk about just being a shell of your former self. I know he probably wouldn't want me to hear. He wouldn't want to hear that, but I'd tell him that straight up. Like, dude, you're boring, man. You're boring, man. I know you're better than this. That's the thing. And I could tell him that shit. I'd be like, dude, I know you're better than this. And I'm sorry, but watching you play this makes me just yawn in boredom because of how I see your potential is so gutted on what you can do. And this game is just suppressing that to the most simplest form. And then the fact that you deal with it, and like I don't even see any joy in their eyes when they play the games. They look like they're forced to play it. Like they're just doing it for the paycheck. That's the only reason they're doing it. They're not doing it because they legit like it. They're doing it because they have to. And that's what makes it even more painful to watch. It's like, because when you used to see when they used to play these, like the older games, you would see like the joy. Like they really enjoyed playing the game. Like it was, drove them to, the passion drove them. Now you just see that it's just strictly the paycheck. Yeah, they do. Most characters have to play extremely lame. The only character that has a decent degree of freedom is Soul. Soul's the only character that plays similar to a Guilty Gear player. A Guilty Gear character. He has a lot of freedom compared to everybody. Everybody else plays like a fucking boring Street Fighter. Like one guy said, man, it feels like Soul's playing Guilty Gear and everybody else is playing Street Fighter. I'm like, amen to that. That is truth. That is truth. Everybody else is playing Street Fighter. Where Soul's like, hey, look at me, I'm Guilty Gear. It's like, must be nice. Wish every character played like Guilty Gear. That would actually be kind of fun. But no, let's not do that. Because that would be stupid. Because that would be fuck you. Do the Abyss probably next week. But yeah, that's what kind of sucks. I do feel that Guilty Gear Strive is just... It's Street Fighter, I'm sorry. It's Street Fighter. It's made for Street Fighter players. It really is. It's not made for Guilty Gear players. I have no ambition to learn anything in that game. Because what's the point? You give such a high payoff reward to doing the most basic shit than you do doing the complicated shit. There's no reason to do complicated shit in Strive. There really isn't. Like, there's no reason to do, like, crazy long combos or trying to do, like, wall carries and shit like that. There's just no reason for it. The damage scale's so bad. Like, past your first 3 hits, it scales to shit.
Everything is negotiable.
So it's like, okay, why do a fucking 20-something hit combo when like 15 to 16 of those hits is so good and bad in terms of damage, and it's not worth doing. So why do it? There's no reason to do it. It looks cool, I guess, but there's no practical reason to do it. So why bother? That's what it feels like to me. Like, I feel like I want to go above and beyond, and the game just basically just giving me the middle finger. Telling me to go fuck off. Go suck a dick. That's what it feels like. It's true, man. That's how I feel. And I almost feel like a lot of people are just playing the game just again because all famous people are playing it. You know, and there's nothing else to play, and they're just playing it because everybody else is doing it. It's kind of like artificial as hell, you know what I mean? It's like really artificial watching people play it, and it's just kind of aggravating. It's really aggravating to watch people play it, and I'm just like, man, all these people have been playing this shit just because everybody else is. Like, you can it just feels so artificial. Like, there's really No actual joy. They're just doing it because it's what the trend is. Gotta be FOMO, man. FOMO's where it's at, man. Gotta do what all the cool kids are doing because peer pressure. That's honest truth. So it just really bums me out. And honestly, it sickens me when you see a game like that where you're just like, it doesn't deserve all this praise. It really doesn't. That's coming from me, from a guy who loves Guilty Gear, literally putting my own game down. Where I'm like, nah, you're an imposter. Like, you're fake, man. You're fake, dude. I see through this shit. Like, you're trash, man. That's what it feels like when I see the game. It's just like I'm just looking at just some big wannabe, just capitalizing on the fame, just because they're able to copy another game's idea, pose as that game, and they're milking off that other game's success, but calling themselves this game when it's really not. It's like you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, and it just disgusts me. It's like you just say like filth, man. It's filth, dude. It's truly filth.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my...
And then I feel like I'm one of those few people that only thinks that way. I'm one of the few. One of the few that sees outside. And where everybody else is like, oh man, this is the best shit ever, best game, 10 out of 10, oh my freaking god, it's the deepest game I've ever played. And I'm like, wow. Wow. How our universal expectations have dropped so much. We're de-evolving. Because God forbid we make things, challenging. People actually have to learn things because, God forbid. Don't want to do that. Might actually have to use a brain cell. It might actually hurt. Oh no, just gotta think. That's dangerous. Can't do that. That would be bad. Yeah, like I said, I don't really want to. I pull 48 right now. I'm scared to pull because I'm afraid I'm gonna get a gold. I want more Rosarios, but I don't want to pull. I want to pull, but I don't want to pull. I'm scared because I'm scared if I see that gold mark, fuck, and I'll be like, no, don't, like, please don't give it to me. Like, this is like the one time I don't want it to pop a gold. Like, please don't pop a gold. Like, you stay until soft pity, then you can come out. But until then, don't come out. You stay locked. Pretend they don't exist. Ah, God, it's not. It's like I'm scared of doing it. It's not worth it. It's not worth jeopardizing a potential 5-star that you need. Like that guaranteed pull is like, ugh, I want it so bad. Like, no, Ayaka, you must be mine. You have to be in my arms. I must own you. You must be in my possession. I've been dreaming about you since since the beginning of the game. So, and I don't want to blow that. God forbid if I blow that chance, I'd be like, fuck. I'd be like, no, I am not gonna do it. Like, yeah, I gotta control myself. I have to control myself. Why do you tempt me with this character. You know, I love Rosaria. And it's like, oh, but I want more Rosarias. I'd love to have a C4 Rosaria. Hell, I want a C6 Rosaria. That's what I want. But, I can't. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm just like, man,
A job to do.
it's illegal. I can't do it. I cannot do it, Captain. Alright. That's it for Genshin today. I've done all my dailies and shit. Yeah. Oh, man. Not much else, though. They have a new, oh, they made an introduction video? Sweet. Made an introduction video for Shiki Tono. For Melty Blood. Yay! Let's see what this is.
気は乗らないけど仕方ない。
四季様、お休みの時間
It's
です。
so good.
軽い怪我がついて
So
る。
fucking good.
おっと。
Oh man. That definitely feels like Melty Blood.
それなりの気持ち。さすがに。
That was so cool. Yeah, looking dope. I'm so happy. Yeah, looking dope as shit, dude. Game is looking dope as shit. Ah, it looks like Melty Blood. It actually looks like Melty Blood. It doesn't look like this simple, played down bullshit that Strive is. It actually looks like they kept most stuff intact. You know, I mean, I'm sure some things are going to be a little simplified. I know we're probably not going to get the extensiveness like of Actress Again current code. That shit was a little bananas. So I don't think it'll be that complex. It'll be a simpler, but it'll still be complex. It's not going to be like completely gutted. Like Strive is like, oh yeah, you know all those things in Guilty Gear X that you like and XX and Exert. Well, we're going to get rid of most of that shit and make it the most basic bitch form you can possibly put together. That's Strive. That's literally Strive. You know the buffet that you used to have, where you used to have like 50... Remember the buffet when you go to a buffet and you have like 50 entrees? Well, yeah, Guilty Gear Strive is down to like 8 entrees. That's how I can... That's the best way to compare it. You used to go to your favorite buffet, it'd have like 50 items on the menu. And you go to the buffet now, and it has like 8 items on the menu. That's exactly what Strive is doing. Like, well, I like the 50 things that were on the menu. That was what made it awesome. It's like, dude, you had all these awesome flavors. You know, sometimes you're just in the mood, you want a little bit of this, and you want a little bit of that. But now you just have 8 things of this, and it's just the most basic shit. It's like, oh man, look, we got hamburgers and fries and pizza and, you know, like steak. You know, I like steak, but it's just, that's it. Like, where's the Chinese food? Where's the Mexican food? Where's the, you know, the German food? Where's the Italian food? You know, where's all the other foods? No, we just have the basic bitch shit. The most stereotypical basic bitch shit. That's what it feels like to me. That's what Guilty Gear Strive is. It's like getting like the world's most gutted buffet. That's what it feels like. Oh man, you want that prime rib steak? You want that filet mignon? Oh, we don't have that shit. All we have is T-bone. We don't have anything else but T-bone. We're like, I like T-bone, but I want all the. I want like Look at. I want ribeye. I want skirt steak. I want stuff like that. Like, hey, can I have porterhouse? Just to have a little different. Have multiple varieties. No, not just one steak. That's all. Just one. I was like, wow, that sounds like a pretty boring buffet. Ugh, that just sounds awful. That really does sound awful the way I'm like comparing it to food. It really just sounds like the most basic bitch food. It's like going to McDonald's and then thinking, oh man, you want world class hamburgers. Oh man, yeah, the first thing I think of world class hamburgers is McDonald's. Like seriously, McDonald's? It's good for like junk food. But I don't go, oh man, I can go for a fucking McDonald's Big Mac more than any other burger in the world. Like, fuck that. If I had a choice between that, I'd fucking take some homemade barbecue burgers, man. Get me on the grill, dude. That'll show you a real hamburger. But hell, taking me to a better restaurant, hell. Yeah, I used to go to like, Fuddruckers and Five Guys and shit like that. Like even In-N-Out Burger. Better than McDonald's. Strive has degraded itself to McDonald's status. Strive used to be, In-N-Out Burgers used to be good. But now it's McDonald's. Now it's lame. Boring, lame food. It's like Mexican food. It's like Del Taco or, Taco Bell. It's like the most basic bitch Mexican food. Or Yoshinoya. Oh boy. Or what's the other one? Panda Express. Ooh, yeah. When I think Chinese food, I think Panda Express. Oh yeah, that's where I go for Chinese food, said no one. Making me sad, man. Making me sad. No, I want good food now. I don't want to eat this garbage food. Garbage food, man. Garbage food. I want some good food, man. Give me some of that good stuff, man. I'll pay a little bit extra premium for that. Give me the good stuff. So, all right, Lide. Everybody else, thanks for watching. I gotta get to bed. I gotta get up at 12 o'clock to get ready for work. I gotta start work at 1 o'clock. I get off work at 10, so I'll probably be on probably around 11. Not very long. I'm probably only gonna stay up till 3 tomorrow because I gotta get up at 9 o'clock to go clean up my other house. I gotta do some errands, go clean up the house, get everything taken care of. So I'm gonna be busy on Saturday. I'm pretty busy on Saturday. So we'll probably be done with everything maybe by 6. After that, I'll probably go get dinner and then probably jump on stream around 8. That's probably what will most likely happen. So I'll probably be streaming either Ease 9 or maybe the new Nightmare DLC for Streets of Rage 4, or maybe finish up Resident Evil. We'll see. One of those 3 things. So, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. So, thanks for watching, Lide, everybody else. Brookemer, thanks for watching. So, you guys take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow after work. Good night.